Hey, what's going on, guys? So with the launch of the Illuminate, I posted a video rating my top 3 primary and support weapons to use against them. But to go along with that, I've been getting plenty of questions asking me what's the best loadout. So I wanted to make this video not to say, oh, this is the best loadout ever. However, when people ask me that question, this is the build I'll be recommending. Now, we were running some solo games the other day on the stream here on this YouTube channel, by the way, and we were testing out quite a few different things. We even did a run where I dove in with no support weapon, and I just planned on looking for one. And after playing many solo runs in a row, this is the loadout I am the most confident in recommending to anyone who wants a build to just drop into the Illuminate with and just have a good time and a smooth experience fighting the squids. You know that these guns and the stratagems I'm picking are gonna work for you. So first, I'll just flat out show you guys the loadout, and then if you wanna keep watching after that, I'll be sure to mention some tips for how to use this stuff effectively and a few different options, because again, this is a solo build. If you're playing in squads, you definitely don't need every single thing that I'm using, and I'll explain that better later. So before I show you guys the loadout, I want to share with you guys this awesome website that's sponsored my channel many times before, Instant Gaming. And Instant Gaming is a video game website that gets their keys directly from the developers. You don't have to worry about any shady business here. I personally use this website, especially when we're doing giveaways and stuff on the channel, because it's just a great way to save a few dollars. They've always got trending games, but they've also got old popular games that maybe you haven't replayed for a while, and you can always find a good deal. For example, the Final Fantasy remake is almost 50% off, which is an insane deal. And they have almost every video game for every platform. You can even get stuff like gift cards on here. Just do me a favor and click my link, because it really helps me out in getting sponsored again by them. All right, so straight into the loadout, no time wasted. For the primary weapon, I'm using the sickle. Now the sickle, I almost think is the best gun for Illuminates. It's honestly still a little bit early to tell, but there are so many zombies around every single corner, and this gun has near infinite ammo. Now, one quick thing about the sickle is do not be afraid to reload it. You start with 3 heat sinks, and if you're using the armor I'm recommending, which is the new one, you will get 4 heat sinks. You technically only need to save that last heat sink. And on top of that, there's plenty of ammo drops around these maps. You really just do not be afraid to reload this gun and keep blasting. Next, I'm using the grenade pistol. Yes, you can use a stun baton if you like, but if you've ran into the UFOs and thrown grenades into them and they don't go off, it seems like impact style grenades always tend to set them off. And I didn't want to use an impact style grenade. I wanted to use gas grenades, because gas grenades in particular are really, really good at closing off a whole area, especially on these city streets. If you turn a corner, you can throw a gas grenade in an alleyway and then dip out that way. And on top of that, with some of the stratagems we're choosing, which are mainly turrets, it's a really great combination with the turrets. Now, you'll even notice I have the turret booster on. I was actually messing with this thing, and in the footage in the background and the solo super helldive against the Illuminates, we were using this booster. Now, if you're not a believer in this booster, you could just run stamina, vitality, or health pod optimization, whichever booster you feel like. It's really not a big deal. For the support weapon, we've got the medium machine gun. This is just the best weapon when running solo, in my opinion, because it kills the tripods really well. It has a lot more ammo than the heavy machine gun to blast some of the mobs and some of the overseers. And again, with the reload speed armor, it's got very fast reload, and that is a stationary reload, by the way. And it's a faster reload than the HMG. And obviously, the medium machine gun is only better than the stalwart solo, again, because it can take out those tripods. And then for the last stratagem, we're running gas. So with the gas strike and the gas grenades, we have plenty of like crowd control sort of things so that we can reposition, or we can get our turrets down and whatnot. And with that being said, that is the build. So now I'd like to give you guys a few options if you actually plan on running squads. Now, if you plan on running squads, you do not need 2 turrets. Personally, I like the Gatling more than the machine gun sentry, just because I like how much bullets it shoots out so quickly. However, many people like the machine gun sentry better because of the short cooldown. I would say if you're running squads, pick which turret you like better. They're both equally as good, just in different ways. And then you could bring your favorite backpack, whether it's the jump pack, a guard dog, or the supply pack. Those are the top 3 backpacks in my opinion for the squids, so pick your poison. Now, one thing we should really talk about when it comes to turrets and getting the most effectiveness out of them is you might have noticed some of this in the background footage. I am often running away from the enemies. Not that I'm gonna disengage, because I fight the enemies. I let the enemies call in so that I can try to get more kills, because that's what's the most fun to me. However, when I'm trying to place a turret down, I often run away, throw my turret even further away, and then I run towards my turret as it's landing, and that way I can make sure my turret lands safely and I can defend it. Another thing to point out is if there are tripods on my screen, tripods will delete turrets very, very fast, and they focus them. So if there's a tripod on my screen, I will run away, turn a corner, and throw my turret somewhere safe like around a corner. And then I will go and focus the tripod with my medium machine gun while my turret takes out the zombies around me. And again, don't forget the tip that we all learned in the tutorial. Sometimes you need to go prone around your turret, or some people just like to stand on top of it. Now, one other reason why this build just makes so much sense is because against the squids, rate of fire is insanely important. And if you really think about it, my build is just using all of the highest fire rate things. The sickle is one of the highest fire rate primary weapons, or at least it's the highest fire rate one with near infinite ammo. The medium machine gun, not as fast as the stalwart, but like I said, we need medium armor pen if we're running it solo. And then both the machine gun turrets, it's honestly as simple as that. And I even brought the turret booster just to turret max. Now, those are really the only tips for this build I could think to bring up. However, I do think positioning with your turrets is really important, so I wanted to throw that out there. I'm actually gonna let the rest of the gameplay footage play out for this one, because we had a really clutch extract. The whole chat was freaking out when I had survived at the end. Honestly, it was pretty crazy, but it was just really fun to play. So enjoy the rest of the video.
Get some! Get some!
Holy shit, bro, I felt myself clicking the wrong inputs so many times.
Get some!
Oh god, they're everywhere.
How about a nice cup of liver tea?
ETA T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Injury? What injury?
Shit!
Have a taste of democracy! Throwing grenade!
ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
Freedom forever!
They called in!
How about a nice cup of liver tea? Throwing grenade!
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Grenade!
Oh, I thought I killed that.
How about a nice...
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Oh, we called in again?
My life pursuer!
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
No!
Preparing to depart.
Imagine.
Launch in 20 seconds. Extraction
Yo,
complete.
imagine!
Ascent.
Imagine it lands on me!
Victory was never in doubt.
Bro, if the fucking pelican landed on me, bro, I would have raged. I would have raged. If the pelican landed on me there, bro, I would have raged. Calculated exit. Chat, I learned how to, listen, I learned how to kite enemies from the bugs, and I learned how to dodge every shot ever from the bots, okay? That's all it was. Oh my god. How many kills? Now, over 1,000 easy. The question is, was it over 1,500? That's the question. It's over 1,000 easily. Easily. That was a 42-minute game. Yo, Maverick with the $5. Legend.
Did you see that?
Party popper.
Yo,
Confetti ball.
Throw some yippies up in the chat. 1264. Squid Aim is Stormtrooper level. Under 1,500. Definitely over 1,000, easily. At least above 3. 1319. Monaco was the closest.